Level up your listening with Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds and headphones. With immersive sound and world-class noise cancellation for a not-so-silent night. Visit Bose.com/Spotify to shop sound that's more than a present.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1975. Softened Startup, Gottman's Way to Gentle Beginnings, by Dr. Kathy McMahon of CouplesTherapyInc.com. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ORD with me, your host and narrator, Greg Audino. I hope your weekend is off to a great start, and I really appreciate you spending some of it with us. You'll be glad you did, because today I have a great post on hand from Couples Therapy Inc. that provides some amazing insight on communication and how to have good, healthy exchanges with our partners. So listen closely as we get into the reading now and optimize your life. Softened Startup, Gottman's Way to Gentle Beginnings, by Dr. Kathy McMahon of CouplesTherapyInc.com. In intimate relationships, the first few words of a conversation or conflict can set the tone for what follows. In these initial few sentences, partners can either build a bridge or erect a wall. A Gottman softened startup is vital to creating and maintaining good relationships. How we start conversations dramatically affects how effectively the interaction goes. This is especially true of those with disagreement or conflict. A soft startup is a gentle, non-confrontational approach to addressing concerns, expressing needs, or engaging in conversation. Here are some aspects. Use I statements to express feelings and desires. Focus on the specific issue rather than making broad, accusatory statements about the partner. And avoid the four behaviors, criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling, that Gottman identified as highly destructive to relationships. The power of I statements. Central to the idea of a soft startup are I statements. These words shift the focus from assigning blame to expressing feelings and wishes. Instead of saying, "You never listen," a partner can say, "I feel unheard when I don't sense your full attention." This approach conveys vulnerability and a willingness to share one's inner world. It promotes a climate of empathy and understanding. Avoiding the four horsemen. Gottman found four harmful behaviors that can damage a relationship: criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling. Gottman refers to them as the four horsemen of the apocalypse. By avoiding these behaviors, partners can replace negativity with openness, respect, and a genuine desire to connect. Soft startup is a powerful antidote to these destructive tendencies. Lead with kindness and respect. This significantly reduces the likelihood of these toxic behaviors. The ripple effect of soft startup. The impact of a soft startup reverberates far beyond the immediate moment. It paves the way for constructive, healthy communication, fostering an environment where both partners feel safe expressing themselves. They also feel heard. This, in turn, leads to deeper intimacy, trust, and emotional connection. Disagreements are inevitable in any relationship. When conflicts arise, using a soft startup provides the beginning of a resolution. It allows partners to work together as a team, rather than as adversaries. Cultivating emotional safety. By practicing soft startup, the couple learns to see each other as allies, rather than adversaries. They establish a safe space where people can freely share their thoughts and feelings without facing judgment or rejection. This emotional safety is the bedrock of a solid and enduring relationship. The challenge of soft startup. Soft startup is easy in theory, but less so in practice, especially when under pressure. Emotions can run high, and old patterns of communication may resurface. It requires practice, patience, and a willingness to be vulnerable. However, the rewards are immeasurable. As partners consistently employ soft startup, they cultivate a culture of mutual respect, empathy, and love. Soften startup with a twist. The 6 steps. Here at Couples Therapy Inc., I've modified the Soften startup to include 6 simple steps. These steps offer additional guidance. Number 1. Wave the white flag. Introduce your complaint by saying something nice. It's even better if it can be attached to the complaint somehow. You are letting your partner know that you aren't picking a fight, just asking for behavior change. Number 2, I feel, followed by a feeling. Talk about yourself, not your partner. It isn't a softened startup if you can point a finger while you say it. If you say, I feel that, ... it isn't a feeling. I feel upset versus I feel that you are a jerk. Number 3, about what? Be specific. Precisely what is causing you this feeling? I feel upset when you leave the mail on the table. Not, this kitchen is a mess. Number 4, what do you want to happen? What do you want your partner to do? Be precise. I want you to pick up the mail and put it in the mail holder. Number 5, why are you telling your partner that? Are you trying just to annoy them? No, of course not. Explain by saying, that would make me happy because it will be easier to set the table for dinner. And number 6, end with the 4 magic words, which, according to Dr. Peter Pearson, are, what do you think? These words change the complaint into a dialogue instead of a mandate. Altogether, these softened startup complaints take a few sentences to complete. Here's an example. Hey Jerry, thanks so much for picking up my dry cleaning today. It makes my life so much easier when you run those errands for me. I appreciate it. I feel frustrated when you drape the clothes on the couch. Can you hang them in my closet instead? That would keep the clothes wrinkle-free and make me so happy. What do you think? Conclusion. In the intricate dance of intimate relationships, how we begin a conversation holds immense power. A gentle beginning can change how people interact. Openness, understanding, and respect form its basis. This method creates a strong bond and mutual understanding between partners. By embracing this concept, couples embark on a journey of nurturing love. Through gentle beginnings, they sow the seeds for a relationship that thrives through all seasons of life. In the realm of love, the softness of the start is often the harbinger of enduring joy. You just listened to the post titled, Softened Startup, Gottman's Way to Gentle Beginnings by Dr. Kathy McMahon of CouplesTherapyInc.com. We talk about love and communication here on the show every day, but there's always more to learn. And lately, I'm proud to say that my own knowledge of relationships has reached a new level thanks to our sponsor, Masterclass. Masterclass is an app and streaming platform that makes a meaningful gift this season because you can help a loved one learn a new skill from the world's best performers. It's like Masterclass instructors are your own personal mentors, providing content and videos that are going to help you reach a new level. For just $10 a month, there are 11 categories and over 180 masterclasses to pick from, with new classes added every month, like renowned psychotherapist Esther Perel's class, which helped me gain a better understanding of relational intelligence, something that has absolutely helped me to be more present and more communicative with the loved ones in my life. So, this holiday season, give one annual membership and get one free at masterclass.com/optimalrelationships. Right now, you can get 2 memberships for the price of one at masterclass.com/optimalrelationships. masterclass.com/optimalrelationships. Offer terms apply. This show is sponsored by Regain Couples Therapy by BetterHelp. Whether you're in the honeymoon phase or partners for life, perfectly content with your partner or going through a rough patch, setting aside time to listen to each other and work through conflicts can transform your relationship. And I can tell you from experience that sometimes the best place to learn how to be the listener or communicator that your partner needs is in therapy. If your relationship is having ups and downs, or you simply want to work on yourselves together, consider giving Regain a try and see how your relationship can improve, no matter what stage you're at. This is an entirely online form of therapy that's not only helpful, but also designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. The best relationships are always worth fighting for. Try something new in therapy. Visit regain.com/ORD today to get 10% off your first month. That's regain.com/ORD. And thanks so much to Dr. Kathy for this great post. I really enjoyed this one. super instructional, and she laid out some of the challenges, which I always think is important. One challenge I'd like to add, though, would be the difficulty of persistence, should our partner still not be receptive. What we've heard today is really valuable information, but that doesn't mean this approach will always be effective if we're with a partner who might be deploying one of the four horsemen themselves, for example. So, if our efforts are still rejected, it's important to remain steadfast in our healthy communication, as opposed to taking the bait and re-engaging in an argument. Even if trying to have soft startups and gentle beginnings continues to not be met with grace by our partners, and this spirals into a larger issue, it remains really important to maintain our dignity and focus on being good partners so long as we are choosing to stay in the relationship. So, as you absorb and put to use the lessons that you heard today, and in all of our episodes, hopefully, remember that they shouldn't ever be conditional on how receptive others are to them. But with that, it's time to get going for today, everyone. I really appreciate you making the time and staying until the end. We couldn't do this show without you. So have a great rest of your day, and be sure to come on back tomorrow for more ORD. That's where your optimal life awaits.